Morning, folks. Good boy, Herky, honey. It is Monday the 28th, 9:45 a.m. 9:46 a.m. Monday, November 28th, 2016. So a couple things I wanted to bring up and talk about. Before I do, though, I've spent the last 8 years of my life. Got polar bear energy and unicorn hitting the hell out of me. That's awesome. The last 8 years of my life, I've been very busy doing a lot of different things, but I've really worked hard towards trying to get you all to understand that you're more than what you think. Creation is changing. Physical things here are happening in a third dimension, even though creation's just made a totally incredible change. Second dimension, almost no one can see it yet. That's funny. I don't care in the fact in any way that it might affect me, because it doesn't. I'm anxious for you to see for yourself. But that won't start really coming into play until after I'm gone. Which will be soon. It'll start happening soon. I am on the way out the door. Anne will be living here, and she's got some things in her life that bother her. They're good as dead. What was that, a threat? Nah, just explaining stuff. What I really am is not this body. What's in me waiting to come out. It's going to get some stuff done, and there's no whoopee to it. It's the janitor. That's what it was made to do, and it's going to finally be able to do its job. Taking out the trash. It's no big deal, and it's not meant to be. I've been in a limo a couple times in my life, not much, and I was happy to say thank you to the guy for opening up the door for me. I was almost kind of embarrassed. I didn't know how to deal with it. I've never been treated like that, I'm not used to that. I'm used to just doing pretty much everything for myself, but more for others. I'm used to being the one that opens the door, and I'm good with that. I like helping people, animals. People to me is everything. Plants, animals. But this janitor happens to be the strongest energy there is. As soon as it's put together, and it's bringing change. It's already done incredible things you haven't seen yet. Incredible to creation, not incredible to itself. Totally different concept. Okay? When you have something that's selfless and wants nothing for itself other than to do its job taking care of others, you have a situation that, as far as the power levels involved, that's incredibly unique to creation. This has been waiting to happen since the first life that Lilly and Arae had. The very first life ever had. Things are not going to change right overnight, but they are. The animals are going to start leaving in large amounts. It's not going to all happen overnight. The Illyrians are incredibly good at this, and we will not forget the Sepoians. They're called Greys. A lot of people call them Greys. They're Sepoians. They will not be left out of this. They've been involved in fighting so long before the Illyrians got involved, trying to get the problematic Anunnaki here and the things running the governments, the actual things inside our governments running them, to make changes to the way we do things that were going to help us grow new plants and reestablish our ecology. And of course, they told them no. That's because they were spokesmen for the problematic Anunnaki here. Anunnaki are cool, beautiful, awesome people. If y'all ever have the chance to meet the Anunnaki ambassador, you will be blown away by the power of his compassion emanating from him. He's an awesome, awesome, powerful individual. Good boy, Herky, honey. Herky. Good boy, Herky, honey. Stay up here. Just lay down. Herky's having trouble walking more and more. Yeah, so am I. Everything's finally happening to get me out of here. But no matter what the other side does, I'm going real soon. Ann will be over here, and I'm going to get things started with her. We're going to do a few consults together, crank-ups together. It'll be her cranking you up. The cost is $350. And Ann's powerful. Very, very powerful. She's had a horrific life. Horrific. To make sure that she would be as abused and feeling lacking of self-confidence and everything else as possible because she's so strong. Well, that's all fading away. So, Raj, one of our family members, he's in New Zealand. He's pure Ara inside. He was just attacked. Knocked right on his head, right on his face. Bruises and everything else. The stuff that did it is dead now. This is the insanity that still exists on the other side. If there's 100 of them, if there's 100,000 of them, that's one thing. But when there's so many of them, and there's been so many so long, the only way to fix this is to get out of the body and go home, which, is long overdue for me anyway. And that's relative to what we're going to talk about in just a few minutes here. The importance. What's so important and so sad, and also necessary, and the change that's so necessary. But anyway, Anne is incredibly strong. She sees boom, boom, boom. It's just, she's settling into, trusting what she's seen and everything else. So finally, anyway, she and I will be doing a couple consults together, a few of them, while she's here. And that's, then she'll take off for a little bit, and then she'll be moving in. But not until after I'm dead. She'll be gone. Herky is going to fall shortly after that. And then I will. And then Paul and Bijou come here, get things settled up with the wills and everything else. All the legal stuff. And then she'll be moving in. She cranked up a stone for a friend in Texas. I don't know if it was lapis or citrine, I can't remember. I think it's lapis, but anyway, she cranked it up real hard and then put it in her friend's hand, and literally it almost completely knocked her off her feet. Anyway, she and I will be doing that. It'll be an hour, not 45 minutes, because this is her breaking into it. But folks, she's powerful. You'll feel my energy. My energy's everywhere, okay? I'm part of the field. The field's part of me. I almost said it wrong. I don't ever want to say anything wrong. I do everything I can to make sure I tell you 100% the best, to the best of my abilities, the exact way things are. But, so I'll be there. She'll be right here with me. And we'll get this done. So anyway, that's a nice introduction for you all to meet her. She'll be doing some. I'll be right here working with her as she does it. All she has to do, like any source that's strong enough and ready, all they have to do is make the intention to crank you up, put their energy into you with that intention. Folks, it's going to happen. The way I do it is individual fields and stuff, and I'm not trying to break my arm, pat myself in the back. I am the strongest thing that's ever been anywhere. Okay, it's just the power level thing. That doesn't mean I'm better than nothing, because I'm not. I'm absolutely better than absolutely nothing. There's no such thing. If you don't have that for a foundation, you can't build a building. Period. Why should anything matter anything more than anything else? I mean, I know I'm different. I know it was made this way. But I like the way I am, and I understand the value of that. Look at Archangel Michael. He was made to protect. Why do you think he understands the way the old way was wrong? Like I said, he's sleeping now. He's about to come out. I get out of this body almost instantaneously. He'll be back out. But folks, when you hear something talking to you, it's not angels, okay? It's your spirit guides. You're going to understand. The spirit guides, everyone's going to start telling you truth now from the other side. Honor, compassion, honor, and equality is the format for the other side. And then also you have a ton of protection, but you don't worry about that. That's, the way it should be. Free in charge. Every building needs a janitor, okay? It's nice when we appreciate each other, but you ever go to praise anything, praise a god, or praise a furniture, it's as stupid as praising furniture, okay? It's a thought process you might not be used to. You're not stupid for doing it, okay? But the process of praise itself is stupid. It's a totally illegitimate thought. If something's worth your praise, why the hell would it allow it? Come on. This simple, easy to understand stuff. It's as easy as a tired old fart talking in overalls. Bald, heavy, overweight, dying lung disease. Heck, I was built backwards. My feet smell and my nose runs. A sad attempt at humor, huh? I'm happy because I'm going to be home soon. I'm sad that I have to, when it's time, that Herky will be ready, and not before. Not one moment before. He can't get up, because that's what's happening. His legs are going out, but his whole body's falling apart. When he can no longer function, then I'm going to take him home. And I'll put my affairs in order, and I'll be going very soon thereafter. Folks, things are going to happen. They're going to happen properly for you. It doesn't happen overnight. When I was talking about the Illyrians, when I start taking the animals home in large numbers, as soon as that happens, then what have we created? A void in the food gap. A big gap, a void in the food supply, right? So what do you think? Everyone's going to be left to starve? Duh. No. What the hell kind of a janitor would leave a mess like that? Nothing. Okay? How creation keep flowing forward and take abuse out of life with something like that happening? Watch everyone shrivel up and die? No. So as this happens, the animals start going, they're free. They're going to be freed. You're going to see stuff going on. I've been busy as hell tearing up the different stuff on the earth, breaking stuff loose. That little earthquake that happened at Japan, you notice how the way it happened, the waves are moving away from Japan, not towards it. That actually had to do with cleaning some of the stuff down there. It's not like no one will ever get hurt. People die every day, okay? But it's not going to be anything overly abusive, and it's going to be well processed. Remember, Arae and Lilly have had more lives than anything else. Nothing has ever understood lives and what it's like to go through them than Arae and Lilly. The lilies have had over 8 trillion. The early lilies have had over 8 trillion lives. I've had over 10.846 trillion. We know this stuff. We know what it's like to be abused. We understand love and compassion because that's what we are. We don't want crap for ourselves other than to see everything flowing right, to see you be given the lives and the existence that we never had growing up. Sorry. Lily's trying to calm me down. You have no idea the memories that I have starting from the very first life. Watching what I loved so much. Lily being destroyed. And I couldn't get to her, but there was across the field, there was like these velociraptors there, and I was being shredded. I couldn't move. I didn't feel pain. All I felt is the necessity to get to her, and I was watching her getting shredded, and I couldn't even move. Minus arms and legs, hello. Yeah, I think I understand about creation and why it's screwed up. So anyway, we're also the strongest things there are, and this is no whoopee-doo us. This is what we are. This is what's going to happen. And if you don't like it, frack off. Take a long walk on a short pier, man. I don't care. I hope you have a good life, and I love you, but frack off. Nothing's about Arae and Lily, not to them. Everything to them is about everyone and everything. There's a huge ship in New Zealand that has now been just totally torn up. There's no fault line underneath. The last earthquake at Raj, I'm sorry I hadn't told you this yet. I'm just so busy, man. The last earthquake that happened in New Zealand literally broke the ground where this huge starship, it's like a small city, is under the water. And it literally broke the foundation for it where it was sitting there. That freaked them all out. There's jails, like holding cells, experimentation, DNA experimentation on different beings. This is a disgusting place. So, it's also where they, when they have a slave or something that's got problems, they send them there to either heal them or to whatever, maybe even dissect them. And not maybe, sometimes they actually get torn apart, depends on what's going on. If you knew the actual atrocities going on, not just on this planet, but in all creation. And people wonder why I get pissed sometimes. It's my job to deal with that, and I realize I had to do what I'm doing the way I'm doing it, but that doesn't make it any easier. Some people that just... It's sad that they can't, there's not many of them, but it's sad that they can't understand what the hell I really am, why I'm here, what I'm doing. I don't matter. I am what I am, and nothing can kick my ass, so I don't have to worry about it. Period. I'm the biggest, baddest thing there ever was. Whoa, Jay's talking about himself. Well, yes, I am. I want you to know what the hell's out there taking care of you. When it first starts, and when Lily gets out in the field, she literally, her energy comes up to mine when I'm the full, not Jay, Essex, Arae. Arae's primary focal point. When I'm out free of this damn body and I'm myself again, and then she's free, she's going to come right into my energy along with part of the first focal point, Lily, and they're going to work through the field, which is my energy. Our energies come together. We're huge. Arae, when he's put together, can't even fit in this universe. You have no idea the power change, what's coming in creation. To be in a physical body and to kill all the other big guys, and you have no idea the power that takes. You have no idea how important every single one of you are. Every person, every blade of grass. Everything is paramount. And anything abuse and anything else is going to be stopped first, and then corrected or cleaned, or deleted. Period. That's what's going to happen, period. No promises to make. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. One expression I've always liked in life is just do it. Said it ever since I was a kid. Just do it. Anyway, okay, get calming down here. it's important to me that you all start to learn who you really are so you can appreciate yourself, but you have no idea how much you appreciate it. You have no idea how much you're loved. You have no idea behind the power that has those feelings for you. You see people try to pull that praise shit or make a religion, watch them fall on their knees or on their back. That crap is not going to be allowed. There's no such thing. Nothing's any better than anything else. How can it be? How can anything exist in harmony with something putting itself above someone else? It can't. I know this for a fact. Why? Oh, maybe it has something to do with the 10.846 plus trillion lives I've had. Change is coming, like it or not. If you will learn to like it, those of you that have heart, the rest of them, whatever. You're insignificant to the safety and proper growth and stabilization of creation. You don't fit into the equation, so you can get your attitude cleaned up and be put somewhere else with others like you and live. You have that right, and you have that protection. You are who you were made to be. It's not your fault. But when you get abusive and aggressive towards others, yeah, that's your fault. So you can have some of that aggression moved, you still get stupid, whatever you go, and period. I realize this sounds so funny with a body telling you this, somebody who's not telekinetically moving cars and everything else. Folks, believe what you want. If this was all of a sudden plugged into a major network, I know YouTube's out there, but I'm talking about something that everyone's watching already, like one of the major media systems or something. They say this guy's a nut and they wouldn't know better, but their children, a lot of their children would start to get interested and look, and then number two, their children would really understand. I told you this is the biggest thing here is 100 years. That's why. Now back to the Illyrian and the Sepoian things. As I start taking all the animals away in huge herds, already doing it, not Jay the body. Myself out of the body is what's done all of that. Okay. It literally creates a hole, a vacuum in the food chain. And that's where the Illyrians and Sepoians step in. The Sepoians were here first, and they're going to be helping and doing some stuff their way, which is awesome. And the Illyrians, this is their specialty. They'll be here in mass. They have ships that cultivate the ground just as they fly over it. They're low-hanging, beautiful ships that just softly go over, cultivate the soil as they go over it. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. And then they seed it. Oh, boom, 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 they seed it. It's all done through transporters. They go over it and clean it, getting ready, and then the part behind them is seeding it. And then they start growing, and they grow this crop that's really cool, and it has every single type of nourishment you could ever possibly need in it. And that gets put in replicators, and you can have something that, comes out in all kinds of different forms. It looks very appetizing. It's very nice. How do you think they feed themselves on ships going everywhere? What do you think, they have a bunch of cattle on there? Animals are leaving everywhere, folks. They're done. That's over. That's going to take a ton of abuse out of creation. When I said the abuse in your lives, that when you have the energy bodies, 72 to 78% of the abuse is going to be gone, depending on what kind of life you're going to have. That's true. That's a definite statement. Now, of the abuse in creation, it's about 62 to 64% of creation's abuse is done to animals. I get mad at myself sometimes in a body. I want to get in the mirror and just say, you suck, because the animals aren't out of body yet, and this and this and that, but there's a reason why things happen this way. So anyway, so with the hole in the food chain supply, Here come the Illyrians and the Sepoians already. They've had their program waiting to put it in. They're going to be helping us all over this planet regrow our food, refeed ourselves with healthier food. And the fact that they need to come in here and do it is going to be a situation that will be created purposely. Okay, we already know that, or I've already told you that. And then this federation is just, they're falling apart. Okay, you're a federation, these wonderful, oh, the beings for the federation. You have all this stupid shit on the internet. You're fucking kidding me. People, we do the best we can with what we know and what we're aware of. Okay, and a lot of people have been pushed real hard to say this and say that. A lot of people have been attacked by the government. I'll give Simon a hard time about some of the stuff he says if he's wrong. It's not giving him a hard time. It's just, I hate to find anyone who's working so hard to help people everywhere, but sometimes they have to say something when there's a correction to be made. But I'll tell you what he has been attacked so hard. He's doing everything he can to take care of people in that damn tower. You wait and see what I do with it. Damn it, sorry. Just jerked the shit out of myself. You wait and see what I do with that fracking tower that's near his house when I get out of my body. Damn, that almost hurt. I looked at it and I was trying to see how I was actually going to do it, and I couldn't see it, and then Lily just zapped the crap out of me and say, yeah, hurry up and say it. Not going to miss that either. I've been waiting for this body to drop and free the spirit from the planet. She can't wait to get out now. She's anxious. She's literally going to be given a planet instead of a body. That's what's going on with the other part of the Kundalini, the other spirits in your body. Damn, that was weird. Really hit me hard. I know my body's weak too, but whatever. The spirit ain't. I've never been this strong. Anyway, so that's, see folks, there's a way this is happening, is what I wanted to say. There's a way that this is all being made to happen. It's a process. So when something doesn't happen immediately right after I die, there'll be a couple people say this and that, whatever. There's people saying all kinds of stupid stuff. And sometimes they say it because they're not aware. Sometimes they want attention. I don't give a damn. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen. It's time. But there is a process. It will take a little bit of time. As the animals are gone, the people here have to eat. No one's, our friends in space, folks, they're not going to let this happen. You already have the Dracantids and some others. It's almost time for me to talk with this other gentleman and give you the name of their race. They are the special forces. That picture that I put up on the video that came from Google, you know, from the Googling, that's close to what they look like. That's not exactly what they look like, but that's the closest thing I could find to how they look. Okay, Herky? I was going to say he's okay. There he is. I love you, buddy. So anyway, he's coming in now. I have to get running in a minute. Come on, let's lay down. Come on, buddy. Got 3 of your best blankets on your favorite blankets on your bed. No? Yes? Good boy, Herky, honey. Come on, baby. I love you. This is a sad moment for me. Sad time. But at the same time, I'm very happy, man. I got work to do. I have, promises to keep. And when I'm not in this body, that's when they'll start happening. Poor Lily's in my heart. She's just like, yeah, I'm like, calm down, honey. I know that's another thing that's weird too, with different pieces of one being in different bodies. You all will understand later. And Bijou, Paul, Deanna, I mean, there's so many, okay. I was seeing that there'd be about 20 or 20 or more people that when I die, that they'll be ready to start doing this. Cranking people up and stuff. Okay, I'm doing something weird in my head now. And just to prove a point, I've just got to wear my glasses today. I usually don't look at everyone in a camera. I'm looking to the side. I'm seeing and feeling things. Folks, I'm all over the place at the same time. I've had so much stuff happening that gets put into my brain. It goes into the hypothalamus for the most part. And then it's flowing through my core. Different stuff happening everywhere, and it's all basically ignored except for things that are really important. And then Lilly or something might push it in front of me so I can see it. Or if some of the real strong telepaths out there connect to ear. To ear is one of the strongest telepaths there is. Hugh Janted. He's about 8-10 foot tall, depending on how he wants to stand. So anyway, folks, the animal's going to come out real fast. You'll see this. You will before too long. Sometime next year, see physical Anunnaki, physical alien bodies. Some of them be floating in the water. Some will be swimming. Now, finally, after 6 hours, I want to get to the to an important part of this video. Why I really wanted to put it out. Again, I'll say this little thing first. It's relative, though. When people talk about ascension, they have their own different thoughts towards what that actually is. As they awaken more and more, they're going to find it relative to two different things. There's awakening, which is becoming aware, and that's what most people think of. A lot of people think of ascension. I think most people. It's about almost 2/3, not quite, almost 2/3 of the people that think about ascension, they're actually thinking about themselves waking up and becoming stronger while in a body. And a little less than a third, the rest of the people are basically thinking ascension is cleaning their vibrations, their frequencies. And folks, that doesn't happen. You can't clean your own frequencies, period. Excuse me. You can think cleaner thoughts, and be more positive, and that's a higher vibration, so it feels like it. But who you actually are, you can't change that, period, whether you're in or out of a body. However, only when you're out of the body, that can be cleaned. Okay? Now, your abuse frequencies, I've taken them out of everyone all over the place. I mean, not anyone I've cranked up, people I go by, I'm doing that, just kind of doing it. And that also, as soon as I'm home, free, the field is going to do that. Start pulling all the abuse frequencies out of you. I think I said negative. That was incorrect. Pull all the abuse frequencies out of you, which is frustrating like this, and it helps you move in a negative fashion. Less positive. Anyway, then you can, when you're out of a body, if you want, Arae will literally clean your frequencies, take away some of your more negative frequencies. Folks, a little bit of that is good to have for strength. When negative just means lower pulse, it is like a lower pulse width. It's a lower frequency. It's not bad. So it's look at all the clean stuff. Clean, strong, 17% negative souls running around abusing, they were running around abusing the hell out of everything. It's not negative frequencies, but it's negative action. When you all finish the life you're having and you come home to the second dimension, things are going to settle in. And then when you're ready, and you won't be allowed to until you are, you'll go and have another life. and you'll find out that life is so much better. But in the meantime, things will be happening here. We're getting rid of the problems around here. We're getting rid of the Anunnaki, the problematic Anunnaki that run this planet. They're being taken out. They're already being systematically destroyed. Just a little here, a little there. It'll be done by the latest sometime in 2018. Again, this is being done with pinpoint accuracy, but there's an embedded system, folks, that's been here over 10 million years. There's a certain way this has to be torn apart. You don't just go in and, it's not like cancer, you just boom, cut it out, but at the same time, you can think of the whole system as cancer and it needs to be removed. And it will be, but it's not like, you know, finding one guy and killing him and everything's over. The Drakh have freed more worlds, so many more worlds than anybody. They know what they're doing. I wish I could talk to them more. You'll find out some pretty funny stuff. I did a video about it, the birth of the new alliance, long after I'm gone. You'll find out some stuff about that too, when y'all are talking with these folks. The family, my source family members that I have here, Lilly and Arae, focal points, and the smaller focal points that are both Lilly and Arae. They're going to do so much to help you, and they help you become yourself, and you all help each other. And you will finally understand the beauty, the power behind being a soul. Everything is of equal value, and we're all different, a different group of frequencies, and we can do different things better than others. It's natural, but being able to perform a task better does not make you better, and that's a thought process that eventually taking hold here in the third dimension. I've told you what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it. I'll be cremated, but you can find out what, if I don't, you can find my ashes and whatever. Do what you want on them. I'm not worried about that. I've proven to you that it's possible for someone to be in a physical body and evolve the human brain, the human physical brain. I've done it thousands of times. I've proven that. I've proven that, number one, I'm different than other people. And those are the people that take the time to listen to me. I've proven to you something else. The fact that I actually know stuff and can explain why things happen in life that no one's ever been able to. Never. And number three, when you deal with me enough, you feel something. You feel that I have compassion, which I do. You can feel my strength, and you can feel my desire to protect you. That's what my job. And number four, I've shown you that everything else, I've shown you by example how much everything else means to me, and how I take care of them first instead of me. That's not some kind of plan. Yeah, I planned that at 3 years old. What do you call a PR person, public relations or something? Yeah, I've been working with them since 3. Something else I've proven to you. 1 second, please. I've proven to you a little bit about who you are and what you can do, and the fact that you never knew it. Okay? I've done it before. Let's do it again. These are going out to Siobhan out in Ireland. Now, feeling energy. Oh, let's kick this up. Oh. Shayna, Don, I promise this is coming to you, okay? I promise. Along with the other stuff I said I'm going to send. That's one thing Ann's going to help me do. Anyway, I've told you that you can, while you're watching a video, That's just a video that's going on off YouTube. It's coming out of a machine. It's being reproduced. It's digital stuff just going. But you use that to look and focus your brain, and you go through time and you go through space. You travel way out of your body and do it through time. Oh, the human body can't do that. No, that's impossible. Here's your impossible. This is some very strong selenite. Okay? Feel this. Just relax. Extend yourself and feel it. Go ahead and pause the video and look at it. Okay, now you're back. If you left, you can feel this stick selenite. This is the strongest selenite you're going to find on the planet. It comes from the Sahara Desert. Okay, now take this. Okay, add this to it. Coordination is not working. I'll just put it in front of it like this. Add that to it. Now, whoops. Now feel this. Go ahead and pause it. Okay, for those of you who left. Now, this is lapis lazuli, grade AAA from Afghanistan. Now feel this. All right, pause it if you want. Okay, you're back if you left. Now, one more thing. This is pushing my lack of coordination to the max here. Okay, see this? Whoops. Now, feel this. Go ahead and pause if you want. All right. That will send your head for a loop. This is Damberite. Happens to be about a half a pound piece. You'll see that with Siobhan soon. This is some very strong celestite. Okay, this is hypothalamus. Damberite goes through the whole body, brain, everything. Okay, it's the highest vibration stone that you're going to find, except to some people, phenocite might be a little higher. They're right about the same. Okay, very strong stuff. And when I say the highest, forget about these little increments, okay? Just the main thing is the thought. Damberite is incredibly powerful, okay? Very high vibration. Celestite, this is the hypothalamus, where all your metaphysical abilities actually come together, okay? It's a control point, so this fires that up. This, like I said, is very high quality, grade AAA lapis lazuli. It's just rough. It's not, if you wet this, you see all the beautiful colors in it. Incredibly strong. This is this is the pineal. Okay? That's your pineal. This is for multidimensional seeing. And again, stick selenite goes through your whole body. It's great for arthritis too, folks. And if you want to, then you could take a piece of star essenite like this and add that to it, and that'll really go nuts. I'd have to go over Herky to get it right now. I was going to show you a huge piece of star essenite that I picked off the ground. Huge. Folks, you have no idea what this stuff is worth. Star essenite itself, that'll be selling by other people who just pick it up off the ground, or they find some and dig it up. It's more expensive when you buy it from the Spiritual Foundation or someone else who's sourced, because they crank it up. They turn it, it's still star essenite, but not the power in it. It's star essenite cranked up by source. Folks, There's no more powerful stone in the world. I mean, on the planet. Well, yeah, in the world, on the planet. Some of the people down at the Phoenix Dragon, I used to go down there to have some classes and stuff. There's a couple of young ladies down there, really cool, and 3 of them that are source. I won't give you their names. It's better, just to be nice. I better not, because it's. I don't think they'd mind, but it just doesn't seem right. Before, as a matter of fact, I'll get a hold of them soon. I'm going to take Ann down there to meet them. Anyway, I went down there and talked with some folks. I gave a couple classes on stones, and I taught them how to feel it, how to talk to it, and how to find it yourself. Even some places down there around here in Atlanta where to go to just find it. And they could pick it up, they could feel it, they could talk to the spirit that is the male universal spirit, which is star, that's in it. There's star material in it, there's star essence in it. Okay, the Gaia planet, they can talk to Gaia in it. They can also talk to Gaia, and spirit of the first planet ever created, because that's part of what is in star Essenite. So you can talk to all 3 beings, and you have it. And I did that with the people, taught them all how to do it. And then the lady that runs the place, the lady that owns the place, she's happy. She's trying to run a business on and off. She and I have had some issues, but she works hard to put together a place where people can come together and find basically anything they want. That type of store will slowly start falling away, but it literally, stone and stuff is going to start coming out everywhere. You'll find in grocery stores. Okay. Anyway, so then when I gave them a piece that I cranked up, and then they took that, and then they all had some, and then when they went out and finding it, and they went up to her, the owner of the store, and said, we really enjoyed that rock class, that stone class that Jay had, and she said, of course, well, that's great. She goes, yeah, but you know what? When you feel a stone, when you find it for yourself, you feel it, and it's strong. But that stuff Jay cranks up is crazy. It almost hurts your head. It doesn't hurt your head, but you feel it like that. During my crank ups, I crank up all the stones around you, all the stones in the house. Stone energy is very helpful to help people, to help you become yourself. Your bodies come from the earth, so does a stone. What I was saying about this large piece of star Essenite, folks, that thing weighs 10 pounds, I know. It was literally a stone. It's some blackened star Essenite, but it's different the way these layers are in. It's very powerful, very thick layers that actually focus the energy, and it's extremely high crystalline. So when you're holding onto it, you really feel a hard charge, but it's controlled, okay? There is like a little drainage pit, underneath a road. It came off of a truck and was dumped there. I was driving by, all of a sudden, whoop, I just went right into it. I said, holy mackerel, you feel that? So I turned around, went over there, picked it up, and put it in the truck. That thing weighs 10 pounds. After I crank it up, that's $2 a gram. So that's 454 times 10 times 2. Anytime there's a large stone like that, it never gets sold for that much money, but I'm trying to give you a base value or something. The biggest value for the stone is that it's here to help you awaken. Find it for yourself. It's free, except for the gas and the time you took to get out of your car and go pick it up. Stone is everywhere. You can pick up any kind of stone and get something out of it. There's a lot of granite out there. That helps give you strength. Look at it, feel it, absorb it. I'm not going to have the time to do the stone video and the animal video, which I've done 2 stone videos, which I tell you a lot, but I wanted to do one about just about every kind of stone, and the animal energy. Probably Deanna will do that with you later. Right now, I'm looking at. I have 3 large containers full of stuffed animal, not stuffed. Excuse me. Plastic animal figurines and stuff. Deanna will probably do something with that, or Ann, somebody. But Deanna, her nickname is the Animal. She's sourced from Lilly and Arae, but what she was when she came out, there's more animal essence in her than the other fields. So she's powerful source from Lilly and Arae that's mostly animal. That's more animal than the other fields. So she's strong. Well, folks, I'm gonna leave you alone, but I wanted to tell you, you'll see things happen. But those of you that are really caring and moving forward with yourselves and developing and helping others hopefully develop as you do also, you'll see things happen with a plan. That's what's coming. Okay? Everything's going to be taken care of. You can't just there's no switch, you can't turn it off overnight. The only way to turn it off and recreate it is literally to collapse the whole third dimension. Everything immediately dies, comes out of the body, and then all the spirits hanging around the second dimension. And then say, okay guys, we're going to regroup, do this differently. And I've thought before that would not be the best way to do it. It'd be the most efficient way, but the idea is for this to turn from what it was into what it should be. Why? It's good for us to have our own memories of it, but don't forget, there's 4 new first beings coming out of the first dimension. This information needs to be there for them. It's going to be a lot more work. So what? I think I'm used to work. Just, this might be a little selfish and self-serving to some people, and I don't care, but someone sent me, and thanks, I got a kick out of it. It's an ad for denim, and I put it on Facebook too one time, and there's a picture of an old farmer wearing overalls, and he's walking away from the camera going back towards his house. And the caption is, men in denim built this country, and then men in suits destroyed it. Those of you that are able to see and feel me, thank you, I appreciate it. It sure as hell ain't necessary, but it sure as hell is appreciated. You're going to start finding out, people, how important you are, how much you matter. That's past time. That's long overdue. You have to appreciate, you have to learn to see who you are and to be able to appreciate yourselves more, to understand how special you are. And then eventually you'll understand this praise stuff is bullshit. We're family. We do things for each other because we love each other. One second. What better reason is there to do anything but out of compassion, love? I don't have an answer for that one. Folks, I love you, man. New stuff is coming. I promise that. You'll see it. You hear somebody screaming about, everything he said was bullshit, it didn't happen yet, and he's been dead a week. Just look at him, shake your head, and just keep going with what you're doing, because that's what's going to happen. That's what matters. Like one of the bumper stickers on my truck. Those that say it can't be done need to shut up while those who can are doing it. I don't think it says shut up, and I wanted to say something else, but I know some of my wording can be rough, but I'm not here to play. I love, I destroy, I do everything I can to serve. That's all I know. I've never destroyed anything physically here. But metaphysically, that's my world. Folks, I love you, man. Take care, and you just wait and see what doesn't start happening for all of us. For all of you. I just can't wait to go to work. Love you all. Take care. Okay, well, I finished the video, and again, I forgot to say something. What I really wanted to get across in this video, this first video I did this morning, was that it's really sad that people aren't awake and aware. They're so stuck in this horrible thought process that they're in this body, this one body, having this one life, and everything's about that body. That was done to you to make sure that you got stressed out as much as possible. And guess what? It works. The original first being male and female, this God thing, okay? Yeah, they're the only ones that ever ran lives. They were the experts at making them abusive or whatever they wanted. They're the only ones that have did it. If you're the only one that can drive a bus, you have job security. If you don't let anyone ever learn how to drive a bus, keep them away from them, keep them out of the seat, then you have a monopoly. And when you have to control everything, that's important. Of course, that thought process is gone. Y'all be running yourselves soon. 2020 is hopefully when y'all will be running yourselves. Yourselves out of body, be running yourselves as a group. Series of councils with one main council making the major decisions for everyone. Because you do it for each other together. Anyway, folks, that I just want to throw that in there real quick. That's the sad thing that I was trying to bring into that video, that it's sad you think there's only one life. You're not aware of who you are. Everyone's running around trying to buy, go, you know, sell, buy, take, abuse, control. That's the sad thing, that none of you know who you are. Almost none of you know who you are. That's changing. It's about to pick up pace. Love you, man. Have a good.